Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a while, but are you ready to dive deep again into our story? Alright. Now we're at a point in the story where everybody is grief stricken. Can you guess why? Yes, Bharata and Shatrughna have just returned from their grandparents' house to find that Dasharath has passed away. Can you imagine their grief? Anyways, let's continue. The last rites. Sage Vashishta tried to console the grief stricken Bharata and dispel his thoughts that he was the cause for his mother's action. They instruct Sage Vashishta and the Lord Vamdeva instructed Bharata to perform Dasharath's last rites. The great funeral pyre for the late king was made on the banks of the river Sarayu, and everybody paid their respects to the king, and Bharata lit the pyre, as according to the customary traditions. Oblations were offered in the river Sarayu where everyone bathed, and then Bharata distributed cows, horses, elephants, gold, clothes, and food to the needy and the priests. When the rites were over, the family returned to the palace to share their grief during the mourning period. Alright, Bharata's decision. The mourning period was of 14 days. The ministers met in the assembly after the period with all the sages and learned men of the kingdom to decide what was to be the next action. Since the late king had given his word to Kaikeyi, that had to be upheld. So the assembly decided Bharata to be crowned king. Bharata heard them all out, and then with palms joined in reverence, he said, "I'm sorry, but I won't accept this throne. I have to go and ask my brother Sri Rama to come back and take the throne, and all of you should join me. He should be crowned king." The assembled people were deeply touched by how kind and noble Bharata was. Unlike his mother, he was not greedy for the throne. Bharata and Shatrughna, with the three queens and sage Vashishta, went off into the forest to find Sri Rama and bring him back to Ayodhya. Meeting of Bharata and Rama. The army protected everyone against wild animals as they made their way through the forest. They followed the traces of Rama's journey and stopped at the places that he had stayed with Sita and Lakshmana. When Lakshmana spotted the huge army following his brothers, he alerted Rama and Sita. But Rama was confident that he knew Bharata and his noble soul. Bharata and Shatrughna finally arrived in Chitrakoot, in the hut where Rama and Sita lived. There were wooden bow, arrows, and food chopped. Bharata saw Rama seated beside Sita on a boulder, and overwhelmed with love, he fell at his brother's feet. It was a moment of great tenderness as Rama embraced Bharata. Alright guys, we got a new spark of hope. Do you think Rama will return to Ayodhya to take over the crown, or will he decide to stay and honor his father's words? Keep watching to find out. Thank you.